Hi, I'm Doug Keck. This is an EWTN Bookmark Brief. Just had the great pleasure of speaking with my great friend, Father Joseph Mary Wolfe, MFVA, about a new book published by EWTN. Mother Angelica Talks It Over, and it's from Mother Angelica's television show of the same name. So tell me, Father, what's the message do you think Mother was trying to get across in this series of programs related to this book?
You know, she's talking to high school kids, at least on one of the programs, but I think several of the programs here in the garage studio. So a lot of it, she's talking about how they too are called to be holy, to grow in holiness, to stand tall when they've got peer pressure telling them all of these different things. And yet how they need to bring, even in their high school life, bring Jesus into everything. Yes, the exams that they have facing them, but also every element of their life and all the difficulties of their life. It was a constant message of Mother, wasn't it, that we're all called to be saints,
Right.
High school students, you know, whatever role that we're in.
Right. People think I have to start off being perfect to become a saint. And that's not how the saints started.
No, she talks a lot about our own struggles, too. And I think that gives us heart. And Mother knew that because she said you could read the lives of the saints and you feel disheartened. I'll never make it. I could never, you know, fast for 40 days in a row or, you know, that sort of thing. But when Mother talks about the reality of her own struggles with her temper, her Italian temperament that she will bring
Growing up
again
a child
and
of divorce.
right, a broken home and all of these issues. But in that, God's present and He helps us to grow in holiness through those very struggles.
She talks about loneliness in this book, and that's something I think a lot of people are experiencing today in this kind of communication wonderland we live in, but people are more lonely than ever before.
They really are, and who is the one that satisfies the deepest longings of our heart but the Lord, and to, again, to bring Him into everything. That even in a large gathering, if we have a large family and grandchildren and all these things, we still have a certain loneliness inside. And she even speaks of it as a loneliness for God.
Right.
There is this longing we have to be with God, to be with Him in heaven. That's pointing us, directing us there.
Right. One other thing I wanted to talk about, which she always talked about, living in the present moment. What did she mean by that, and why did she think that was important?
Because she knows that all of us tend to either worry about the future endlessly and to just kind of live in that future world with the worst possible consequences.
Right.
Or we live in the past, either regretting things that we've done or angry about what happened to us. So we're not really living. We need to live in this present moment. She said that was something that really changed her own spiritual life. That God gives us a clean sheet of paper every moment, and we can write a love song on that by the way that we live, by the way we love God and others.
And make those changes going forward, right? Yeah, absolutely. Okay, very good. Father Joseph Mary Wolfe talking about Mother Angelica Talks It Over, published by EWTN, proudly available naturally through our EWTN religious catalog. EWTNRC.com for all things Catholic and all things Mother Angelica. And look for the entire interview on our on-demand platform and also on our YouTube channel and coming soon to the network. I'm Doug Keck. This has been a Bookmark Brief. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time.